Hey guys, good evening and welcome to my exciting channel. We're discussing Mandela effects of the like. Thanks for joining in tonight. Welcome all Mandela effectians. Hey, so I'm in here. I'm about to go to sleep, and I see this. Actually, Tom sent me this Mandela effect that I think is a strong possibility. I don't remember these letters being all overlapping like that. The A over the T, or A over the D, and the T over the D. I have Tom Hefner with me. He's the one that found it. Tom, say hi to everyone.
Hello, everyone, and it's a pleasure to meet you all out there.
Yep.
And I like to say that I'm talking to Brian. I'm coming in from food shopping at Walmart, and I have one of these ADT home security signs right by my front door. And while I'm talking to Brian, I'm looking at it. I said, that looks strange. Look at that A. It's overlapping the D, and the T is overlapping the D. I said, that really doesn't look right at all. And right there in my front yard, didn't have to go on the computer or nothing. I call this a homegrown Mandela effect. Right there by your front door. You don't have to go nowhere. Just hand right up. But yeah, that does not look right to me. And you can add that to the list of 10,001 Mandela effects, because that definitely is not right. And what year did that logo come back?
Actually, 1874. It goes all the way back to 1874. This overlapping A and T over the D. It's crazy. Come on.
1874. Wow.
1874. And they were called American District Telegraph, and then they went to the ADT Corporation in the 1900s.
Wow, and
So,
that's
but I happen to, yeah, and I happen to find this sign here. It says always double tap ADT. If they're copying someone else's logo with basically the same structure, the octagon shape and all that, the blue octagon, I'm wondering why they didn't overlap the letters. I mean, I get they're trying to be individual, but it would make sense that they would sort of copy that logo. So that could be some possible residue. If you guys, any other residue hunters out there want to check it out, that's fine. I'm okay with that. You send me emails, or if you want to drop it in the comments, that's okay too. And remember, ADT slogan: ADT, we're home even when you're not. Right? You remember that commercial?
And even if you're not home, it's still in your front, right by your front door. So when you walk in there, go, hey, it's a Mandela effect, staring you right in the face. Gotta love it, man. Like I always say, it's the greatest show that's on earth. The Ringling Brothers have nothing over the Mandela effect. That's all I want to say. And for all you people out there like a little tormented, getting fearful and worried, relax. God's got it all under control. Just enjoy the ride. And which pill was it? It was the red pill that took you for the ride down the rabbit hole, right?
Yes. If you take the red pill, you get to see how far down this hole goes. If you take the blue pill, you go home and you forget everything even happened. So
yeah. So in other words, don't bother with blue pill. Just keep taking the red pill and keep going for a ride. I'm telling you, hey, you never get this kind of upfront entertainment by watching the greatest Super Bowl or greatest sitcom show, you know?
Yeah, Tom, when was tell everyone, when was the last time you actually sat down and watched a good TV program other than the Mandela Effect stuff or YouTube?
It's been a while. I mean, I barely watch any TV anymore because I'm up there. I'm on YouTube every morning and every day, always checking up for the newest Mandela effects, because to me that's the greatest form of entertainment. You know, especially when histories change. The Statue of Liberty. You know, we all remember Ellis Island, but now it's on Liberty Island, and it's great. It's a great conversational piece. You can ask your grandmother or your mother, say, "Hey, you remember what island was Statue of Liberty on?" And when they say Ellis Island, I go, "Oh, really? Well, yeah, check out the internet. It's on Liberty Island." And then, of course, somehow they remembered being on Liberty Island and said, you know something? You're absolutely right. It is on Liberty Island, which you are correct. So either way, when you bring up these effects or you want to strike up a conversation, if it's been changed and they say it the old way, they can introduce the Mandela effect, But if it's always been like that and they don't see a change, you go, oh, you're right. I was just checking to see, you know? So that way, you know, if you're trying to tell people about the Mandela effect, you can come in through it that way, and you know, that way, you know, you're not saying something to rub them up the wrong way. If they don't, whatever you do, if somebody doesn't see anything like, if people do not see the Mandela effect, make sure you don't try to ram it down their throat. They'll come and see it, Tom. There'll be that one effect that'll just hook them, like they'll give them the old WTF. You know, and that's when you know you got them. When they come out with those famous three words,
Yep.
you know you got them.
Well, I mean, I think we all kind of remember Smithsonian Institute, and we all kind of remember Center for Disease Control. I've asked 10 people today, Tom, what does AIDS stand for? And they were all telling me, every one of them was like autoimmune deficiency syndrome. Well, now apparently it's acquired immune deficiency syndrome. You know, like what the freak is going on here? That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah, no, it's always autoimmune because the reason why it's automatic immunity, you know, to defend against the diseases. Acquired just doesn't make sense, and you know that to me is 100% Mandela. You know,
right?
You know,
And we were told as kids that speaking of AIDS and all that, and these centers for disease control, and I was told that it came from malaria or something like that, from mosquitoes biting.
From what I remember, it originally came from monkeys in Africa.
Monkey brains. People were eating monkey brains.
Yeah, that's it. The monkey brains, you know.
But the interesting thing about AIDS is it was only discovered in the 80s.
Exactly.
Pretty much. So, what happened to before that? I wonder.
I don't know. Maybe it's another disease came right out of the quantum universe. You know.
Maybe. Well, I mean, there's lots to discover. Again, thanks guys for checking me out, and there'll be a link in the comments to where Tom's channel is if you want to check him out. He's how many videos you have so far, Tom?
I only got like 2 videos. I'm getting started. I've been pretty much just scanning the internet. I kind of get so much into the entertainment of it that you know it.
Yeah, Tom.
I'm gonna start putting videos together and then start cracking them up. But I do have a great resource. I mean, if you need to find something on the beginner, I got a lot of links to what I feel are like the really good pages, like explaining the quantum mechanics and all that. Everybody who really believes in the Mandela effect, you really need to take a little one-on-one course on quantum mechanics because that's how it works. You know, they call it the spooky, strange reality, but it's all dealing with quantum mechanics. And that I have that on my page, and plus a lot of Mandela videos.
I'm gonna say goodnight to you guys, and thanks, and good night, and thank you, Tom, for sharing your insight with us and this beautiful possible Mandela effect here. I'm gonna put it out there for everyone. Let the pickers pick. Let whoever say whatever. I don't really care as long as it's not derogatory toward anyone or anything.
Also, I want to make a plug. Make sure you guys subscribe to Brian's channel because he's got hundreds of videos, and definitely subscribe. He does a great, awesome job.
That's right, and I always try to give credit where it's needed. Like half of these Mandela effects I know are not mine. I don't take credit for them, okay? But if you guys want to submit something to me, I'll be busy this weekend. We're trying to knock out these videos one by one. We're looking at 16-hour days now, supposedly, as opposed to the 24-hour day. It seems like there's only 16 hours in a day.
Let me make a comment on that too. And if you guys don't understand what Brian is saying, when you're on your phone talking to your buddies on the phone and you see the little seconds and minutes go by on your phone, just count 1001 or one Mississippi, whatever how you count a traditional second, and you'll notice that the seconds are moving faster than what you're actually counting them, and that's going to freak you out. Just a little tip there.
Yes, and I can't tell you how many times I notice this. Like every day I'm on the treadmill. It's like the time just keeps ticking faster. I'm just not sure what's going on with that. Um, but yeah, thanks you guys. I'm sorry, I'm really exhausted. It's been a long Mandela Effect day. Um, who knows what we'll find tomorrow, right? Anyway,
That's right.
God bless you and good night.